whoever dealt with Diddy went to religion or to the afterlife. Mm-hmm. Did you ever notice that? Anybody that dealt with Diddy has gone to religion or the afterlife. The Harlem Shake is over, folks, and so isn't Diddy. And I could have told you that as soon as I seen him on Lenox Ave in Harlem.
Yo, what? Yo, we on Lenox? How? Yo, this is Diddy on Lenox. Yo, Diddy's on Lenox? He's here. Yo, what the
Yeah.
He was out, man. This whole weekend, he went back to where it all started.
He's trying to
get
that
man.
last oomph before he knows what's going
Who
down.
knows, man? I don't know. From what I've been seeing, he's been trying to show that, he's not a risk of flight. He's not a flight risk.
Trying to play the Jedi mind tricks on everybody. I see.
Exactly. So, hey, we about to get into it. This is crazy. This is going crazy. A lot of people told me he wasn't going to indict it. I said, I think he's going to. I think he's going to get indicted. It's just too much. It's too much, and they not going to let that go, especially during election season.
Oh,
this is
no.
beautiful.
Perfect.
All right. The situation ain't beautiful. Don't get it wrong.
No.
Don't get it twisted. We ain't saying the situation.
We talking about It's
real ugly business. This is dirty business. This is
literally
dirty, nasty, disgusting, shame on you business, man. Your mama should have taught you better, man.
Diddy's mama crazy.
Okay. Well, let's get into it. All right, let's see what they talking about.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Damian Williams, and I'm the U.S. Attorney here in the Southern District of New York. Today, I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs.
Yo, they using the word freak off.
Hey, that's what it is. How else
But what's crazy is if you really think about it, like he is turning terminology. Even the newscasters and the district attorneys, all of that. Mm-hmm. It's just crazy because they're actually using these terms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually
because I know that as the big O. With ending with a Y.
whatever you want to call it, you would think that they would be. Hey, he said, "Hey, they freak
offs." Yeah.
Hey, they freak offs, man.
It's been
yeah. Diddy is changing like the entire American culture. No Diddy is going to mean more than one thing now. It's going to mean more than one thing. Mm-hmm. Because hey, we already know, like there's a lot of essay allegations and transportation allegations of minors. It's a lot of things going on here. There's a lot of complexity to this case. Hey, put it this way.
In the game for that long.
If you ever heard of there's more one ways to skin a cat, well, guess what?
Damn.
They skinning him, man. Because no matter what, they got him. They got him. They're putting so many charges on him. One's going to stick, at least one. And that one that's going to stick still going to put him under the jail.
Yep.
It's going to put him under the jail. He gonna be, him and Kelly better try to room up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Try to be roommates. I mean, but because it seems like they into the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
From what we're hearing.
Yeah.
Underaged. They both have these sexual proclivities that are just beyond anyone's imagination. It's insane the stuff they come up with. Hundreds of bottles of lube.
Yep.
What do you need hundreds of bottles of lube and baby oil for?
Oh, man.
This is just getting insane.
And he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair.
Damn.
On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media.
So he talked about the Cassidy incident.
Cassie.
Mm-hmm. Cassie. All right? Cassie incident. But listen, I don't like to victim shame or anything like that. My question is Cassie going to be looked at as a victim after this trial, or is she going to be looked at as a co-conspirator or a participant? No matter what, I'm pretty sure she has immunity. But I'm wondering.
I don't think co-conspiracy or conspirator. I don't think that, but definitely she's going to be looked at as a victim because she already is looked at as that. But what is the third thing you said?
A co-conspirator or a participant, because a co-conspirator is a participant. But
okay, well, I would say she's a
victim.
I'd say she's a semi-participant victim.
Okay.
Because I think she was young and she thought that this is what she wanted, and then when she realized, okay, hold on, this is crazy, and then, but she couldn't get let out after that because it's like, too much.
And or the lifestyle, it could have been one of those things. I'm just asking. I don't know. You guys put it in the comments. What do you think? Do you think that Cassie had more involvement directly and willingly in these acts at the beginning? Let's just say at the beginning. When you're young and dumb?
Yeah.
And you
easily groomed. Easily.
So my question is this. This isn't me blaming a victim. This is me asking a question.
Yeah, because it does, it is kind of weird, to be so long. I mean, I get the fear, though, because, like I say, hopefully this will definitely bring more in depth of their personal lives,
And she's going to have to say a lot and stuff that she participated in. Obviously, she's going to say it was against my will.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, how many of you guys believe that? And put it in the comments. Let's go.
Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control.
So, can I be honest with you? And I'm sorry to keep pausing, but I think that has to do with men. To use that type of stuff, because women can easily get away with, no, you guys did this to me and you had me do this. A man is going to be more embarrassed if something like that gets out. A woman could say, listen, especially if they were coerced, But a man, even if they were coerced or whatever they would, you know, if they were drugged, they still, you know,
you're going to be looked at as a fruit, and
yes,
that's not what you want, especially as a masculine man.
Yes. So there's a lot of men behind this indictment that they have questioned.
I feel like they're more, like I feel like the men have it the worst in this.
Yeah, because they can't really say anything. All right.
Control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse. The indictment also alleges other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson.
Wow.
The indictment alleges that on more than one occasion, Combs carried or brandished firearms to intimidate.
He's talking about Cuddy with the arson, right?
Yeah.
Because I think he threw like a Molotov out of Cuddy's car.
Yep.
Yeah, he's talking about Kid Cudi on that one. This is interesting. You know, he's like, hey man, from what I heard, Diddy was very possessive of Cassie.
Yes. Just like he was with Kim Porter.
Yes. And so, you know, come to find out, Kid Cudi
and Cassie talked.
Whatever.
That's all that came out.
Might have just talked. And he got upset about it. I heard they hung Wallow over a balcony.
Wale.
Yeah, Wale. Wale. I heard why am I messing up everybody's name? I heard they had Wale. Exactly. But I heard they hung him over a balcony just for recording with her.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I heard that too.
And threaten victims and witnesses. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting.
Bro, he can't even say that with a straight face. Yo, his face looked like he's like, bro, this dude is twisted.
It's disgusting.
Yes. The way he is talking, he just like, bro, I'm trying to hold my composure because reading this don't even feel right. I'm cringed.
Yeah. Oh.
When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up.
Wow.
They arranged for victims and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they delivered large quantities of cash to Combs to pay for the commercial sex workers. The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel security staff intervened, and Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet. And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs' crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee. As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims.
All right, so his proclivities couldn't put him as, it was like a trophy to him, and it was also leverage.
Yeah.
So what he used these video recordings of is obviously to re-experience the experience. You know what I mean? So he can relive them experiences again. Which is twisted. Which is twisted. That's something like serial K's would do. You know what I mean? They keep a token.
Yep.
Of their victims. And for him to do this, he basically handed them the indictment.
Yeah.
By having all of this evidence, he thought that he could use as leverage against them. Now it's being used as leverage against you.
Karma.
Hey, man, you got away with it for so long, man.
Hi.
Come on, let's talk about why Biggie ain't here no more. We all know why Biggie's not here no more. I'm not going to say any more. That's all I'm going to say. We know why Pac ain't here, but let's talk about Biggie. And not enough people ain't talking about Biggie, how Biggie was supposed to go out to Europe and London and Combs, mandated that he went to this party.
Yep.
In Vegas. He mandated it.
Oh, I know.
On the West Coast. Like, are you crazy? Like, stop.
They also seize evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seize cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs.
Oh, nah.
More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
Oh, it was more than 1,000 bottles. Bro, you ain't cleaning that up even if you were Mexican. I don't care. No Fabuloso is getting that shit out of the white sheets. They stained. Everything is going to be stained.
That's why he bought extras to replace. Not wash, replace.
Had to replace them. Had to. But I don't know how you're getting that out the rug. I mean, that's a lot of lubricant. That's a lot of baby oil. Baby oil stains. I used to rock that back in the day. I still got Jerry curls. But hey, you don't see that Soul Glow dripping over here, man. You know what I mean?
But you so.
Yeah.
Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches. As you can see here, this is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well that we recovered 3 AR-15s. This is a close-up shot of one of the AR-15s, and you can see right here, the serial number has been thoroughly...
Whoever dealt with Diddy went to religion or to the afterlife. Did you ever notice that? Anybody that dealt with Diddy has gone to religion or the afterlife.
You're making
Craig
me
Mack,
realize
Kim
that.
Porter, Biggie. Anybody that wanted to leave Diddy ended up in the afterlife. And anybody that wanted to leave Diddy and that was thinking, hey, like Mace. Mace survived it because he said, yo, you know what? Mace had hit albums. And he said, yo, I want to be a preacher. I'm done. Keep everything. I'm done.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong. He's fighting for his now. Because now he got some power. Now he got some stake. Now he's making some money. You know, him and Cameron, you know. But what I'm saying is anybody that had any dealings with him ended up in the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see why.
Yep.
Another picture of more ammunition and parts of 2 AR-15s right there. Now, I want to be clear about 2 things. First, this office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York. Second, we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly. Anyone with information can call 1-877-4-HSI-TIP.
Wow.
I want to express my deep appreciation for the victims and witnesses who have used their voices and helped bring this criminal conduct to light. We would not be here without them. I also want to thank the dedicated case agents on the HSI Trafficking in Person Squad in New York. They have been with us since day one and have worked tirelessly on this investigation. They will continue to be invaluable partners to us. I also want to thank the incredible agents and analysts from SCNY who have also provided tremendous assistance on this case. I'm deeply grateful for their continued work. And finally, I want to thank the outstanding career prosecutors from SCNY who are handling this case. Meredith Foster, Emily Johnson, Chrissy Slavic, Madison Smeisler, and Mitzi Steiner, and their supervisors, Jamie Backleapter and Jacqueline Kelly. They are members of the Civil Rights Unit in our criminal division.
Oh, he done. That's a whole female panel that's giving up all this information and putting this case together. He done. He absolutely done.
Hey.
All females.
Mm-hmm.
He done.
Yeah.
He's cooked.
Man.
Se acabó. He's done. Yo, I'm going to be honest with you. He going to need protection.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to need it. He's going to be PC'd up. You heard? He going to be PC'd. He definitely going to be in PC.
That Epstein-ish is what everybody's fearing what's going to happen to him.
Nah, that's not going to happen to him. What's going to happen to him is he's just going to be, because I think he is too into himself to do something like that. I think he thinks he's going to get off.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
I think he's too arrogant. Epstein was like, yo, I'm done. You know how some white guys get? They get old, kind of like me. And I ain't white. But they got that ADHD in them. Mm. They overthink things. But somebody like Puffy, that had it since he's been so young, feels privileged. This is what happens. Tell me what you guys think.
Come on now. Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Somebody that got it so young.
Yeah. That's why I say, like, I get it. I get the feeling like privilege of power.
Exactly.
Like, like we all don't understand it because we're on the outside in, looking in. But being in his shoes, I mean, regardless, like you could go ahead and say, oh, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. But who's to say, because a lot of people.
Imagine being a 20-something-year-old man that has not grown yet.
Yep.
And we don't grow until we're like, shoot, I'm old and I'm still a kid.
Yeah,
now, I'm not that type of kid, but what I'm saying is men don't mature in a lot of ways. Imagine being 20-something years old, never being told no.
Yeah. And that's obviously one of the biggest issues.
You're going to have some weird fascinations.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, this has been a crazy year.
Oh, yeah. It's been when Kendrick said he gonna burn the party down, he burning it down.
Hey, Cat Williams too, though. He said everything truth is coming to light this year.
All right, and he wasn't lying. Yo, we can call Cat Williams a prophet in a way, We could call, or a fortune teller, whichever one you want to say. Cat Williams did not lie on this one because he's never said that before. He never said it's all coming to light.
He spoke on incidents and stuff that we could go back on. Like, he's talked about the parties that he's been to in Hollywood.
Yeah, but he never said it's all coming to light. Like, it's all coming
that's
to
what
light.
I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, like,
this was a crazy year in our communities, black and brown communities. This is a crazy year. Let's go.
We created the Civil Rights Unit when I became U.S. Attorney. I'm deeply proud of their work on this and so many other cases. I'll now take some questions.
Aaron Katursky, ABC.
Thanks, Nick. Damian, thanks. The indictment describes aggressive, open violent, hedonistic abuse that you say was recurrent and widely known. Why did it take law enforcement so long to intervene? How many women were victimized by Sean Combs, and how many others were involved?
Look, our investigation is ongoing. We are committed to bringing justice to everyone who's been victimized by the defendant. I can't tell you why it took so long. I think the better focus is on the fact that we are here today. And we are committed to making sure that justice is done.
You know what? I can say I agree with that, and just a spect. I give him a little bit of respect on that, because sometimes it takes certain people to get in position to actually say, I'm going after this man. I'm going to go and, hey, I want the truth.
I mean, the way that they even handled the searches was they didn't even let nobody know who they were searching until they pulled up to the place.
Yeah.
That's how.
So you could tell things change, and you could tell. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you just had to wait.
Yeah, you had to wait, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy doesn't look, he looks probably 32, 34.
Yeah, he looks young.
He looks young. You know what I'm saying? Forget about everything else. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? He looks young. And it might have took somebody like him that said, you know what, screw this. Mm-hmm. I'm done with the Diddy antics. I'm done with him doing what he do.
You have to get rid of all the weeds first.
Yeah, and then you might get somebody that is ambitious, that is willing to go against a threat.
Yep.
And don't care about the money. Now, let's be real. I think he's done. I think he's cooked.
Oh, I do too.
I think he's cooked. I don't think there's no way of getting out of this, because they ramp up the charges to the most extreme they can in order to bring it down to a medium. So that's what prosecution does, just so you guys know. They try to amp up the charges so that you can meet somewhere in the middle. And in the middle is probably
still something.
Luckily, life. He's getting, and even if not life, he's going to get 20. And he going to be like an 80-something-year-old man. So no matter what Diddy's cooked, because think about it, he's 50-something years old.
Damn.
Even if he gets 15 years, he ain't getting out till he's a senior citizen.
Yeah.
Unless that goes up, because it goes up every year. A couple of years. And what I mean by it goes up a couple of years is every year. Like it'll be 62 this year. Next year it'll be 64. The next year it'll be 66. Senior citizens become, when you're going to apply, they just want y'all to work. You heard? That being said, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. If you're new to the channel, forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Slap that red button.